Hi, welcome back. I'm Sister Mary Elizabeth. Today I wanted to talk to you about the second cardinal virtue, called justice. Justice is a virtue that helps us to think of doing what is right and fair in the way we treat others. It's a virtue that helps us make sure everyone is treated fairly and with love and kindness. Imagine you're playing a game with your friends. Playing with justice as the first and most important rule in mind of every game means making sure everyone gets a turn. It means that no one cheats. It's about treating others the way we want to be treated, with kindness and respect. When we practice justice, we don't make our own rules. We play by the rules of the game and never bend the rules to help ourselves or our team. There are several stories in the Bible that teach us of the ways that Jesus treated others, and how Jesus put other people's needs before his own needs. Jesus practiced justice by helping the poor, by healing the sick. Jesus was always kind to everyone, even when they weren't kind to him. I heard Father Rubens talk about being a disciple of Christ. Father Rubens said that being a good disciple means that we work to be like our teacher. So if we were trying to be as much like Jesus as we could, we would do everything we could to love others, even our enemies. Even if we saw someone cheating so they could win the game they were playing against us, we wouldn't cheat. If we saw someone being treated unfairly, or being bullied, we would use justice and try to help them. If we saw someone being left out or ignored, we would practice the virtue of justice and invite them to sit at our table to play a game with us. Those are some of the ways Jesus calls us to practice the virtue of justice. Practicing justice is like practicing to be more like Jesus. It means looking at a classmate or someone you just met, looking them in the eye and saying in your heart and mind, in silence, "I care about you, and God loves you more than you may ever know." If we all practice the virtue of justice and show others how to practice justice with us, we might start to change the world for the better. Let's start with the virtue of prudence and think first, what would Jesus do? Next, let's practice the virtue of justice and think about how Jesus would treat others. If we can practice those two virtues, we will slowly become more like our teacher, which is the sign of a good and growing disciple. Thank you for listening and learning about the virtue of justice. Until we meet again, may you know the embrace of Mary today and always.